Now, though, this evening's visit to the Adopt a Composer project run by Making Music with the Performing Rights Society for Music Foundation and BBC Radio 3. So far this week, after the live evening concerts, we've heard from 2 choirs, a wind ensemble and a symphony orchestra. Well, tonight it's the turn of a group with a rather more unusual lineup, the flute choir Flautissimo, who were teamed up with the Lithuanian composer Ruta Vitkauskaite.
My name is Sarah Hurd and I'm the chairman of Flautissimo. Flautissimo are members of Making Music, and we read in the Making Music newsletter about a scheme called Adopt a Composer, and we thought we'd apply, and we heard that we'd been selected and we were invited to London, and then we were all put in a room with all the groups and the composers. We didn't know who our composer was, and then at the end of the afternoon they introduced us to Ruta.
I'm Ruta Vitkauskaite and I'm a composer from Lithuania. I heard about Adopt a Composer scheme from my friends who participated there, and I thought it's an amazing project, and I applied, and I also just heard back that I'm selected, but they wouldn't tell me who I will be working with until the last minute.
Our initial meeting at St Martin in the Fields, we had a chance to exchange ideas and give Ruta kind of a brief overview of the ensemble and what it entails, the different instrumentation and also the range of the instruments. And then she said a bit about what she'd done, and we thought of different performances and different performance spaces in and around Southampton.
First of all, I tried to imagine the sound of all the flutes, because I've never heard a flute choir before, and I immediately imagined something very windy and spacious, and I thought that it would be very nice to have the acoustics which echoes, which is like a church, and I think we spoke about that on the first day.
We then had a series of interchanges via email and telephone calls, and Ruta directed us to some of her other pieces that she'd already written, different ensembles and instrumentation, and we also sent her some scores of pieces that the flute choir particularly liked and enjoyed playing, and then she came down with a sketch that it split the flute choir into 2 sections. So we were in different areas of our rehearsal hall using different techniques, and she came to the rehearsal and we demonstrated some different extended techniques. So we showed her how you could do things like key clicks, how you could make these residual breathy tones on the flute, and harmonics and beatboxing. We gave her a complete range of colours that she could choose from, and then hopefully use in her composition.
I was very inspired by all the things which Flautissimo showed to me. And I thought that I'm going to use just all of them. But of course in the compositional process the most important was music, so I had to say bye-bye to most of this very interesting sounds and just keep a few of the effects. And I was meeting Beckie, the conductor, quite a lot, and just chat for 2 hours, look through my sketches, and she would just we would even talk about each of member of the group to see what he is able to play and also what he would like to play. The piece came from a few ideas which I have. First idea was the space and spatial placement and spatial travel of the sounds. And then I developed the images of Baltic dunes, which is the place where I used to spend my summers when I was a child. And all these associations together with sounds, associations of the sounds of the dunes and associations of the sounds of the flute choir, I put into continuous form, which is more like a vision of me or someone else just walking around these places and just seeing and hearing everything around.
I'm Beckie Carey and I'm the musical director of Flautissimo. One of the main things about this piece is creating the spatial effects and creating atmospheres with positioning the players at different points within the church. With doing this though, it makes it a little bit harder to conduct because I'm having to bring people in and they're all around me, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. But the players have been absolutely fantastic. You know, they really help. I'm making eye contact with me, which really it gives them like confidence, and it gives me confidence, and which really helps bring the piece together and just create the atmosphere that it does.
It's very exciting. Flautissimo has been running for 28 years. It was set up by Robin Soldan, who was a flute teacher in Southampton, and throughout that time we've had several different commissions for us. The first of which was called Flute Counting, and that did include difficult changes of time signature, which is also found in this piece. And we've also explored brand new pieces of repertoire as the flute choir repertoire has expanded over the years, as well as doing arrangements of orchestral works such as the Hebrides Overture, Brandenburg concertos. And to have something completely hot off the press and brand new is really exciting for us, so it's nice to have all the new effects and things in this piece.
That was part of Baltic Dunes, Ruta Vitkauskaite's new piece for the flute choir, Flautissimo.